It has now been revealed that Liz's dusty, crusty husband, who everyone's been saying that you're out of his league anyway, apparently after this Q&A, 3 days after, it has been revealed that he cheated by using Snapchat. Boy, what age are you? Like, who even uses Snapchat anymore? Anyways,
it's honestly a toxic message, this thing I've seen people saying of like, oh, you can never trust a man.
let's expose him.
So honestly, for this Q&A, I don't want to like, I want us to be real.
I wasn't planning on
I want us to be real.
Just chatting rubbish. And you know what's sad? The way she looks at him, you can tell that she actually loved this man. Boy, you lost a dime.
Here's what it's like.
Channel, but I always just say whatever I feel.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
We just talked a little and that was it. I got into my relationship. You also got into a relationship then.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this is a sign of lying.
Oh yes.
So we were both like just living our lives and
But in my head, I like adored you, to be honest.
Brother,
Wow, now he said he adored her while he was in a relationship with another woman? That's a big red flag. How did y'all not see this?
Every time that you would send me a message, I got just uniquely excited.
It's getting ridiculous at this point. This man has no shame.
Before, a little bit before we had met in person, I was dealing with this relationship and I said out loud,
At the end of the day, whatever I'm dealing with is okay because there's still girls like the Wizard Liz out there.
And he is such a hypocrite because later on he talks about, oh, you should work things out with your partner. But instead, while he was in a relationship with the other girl, he was thinking about Wizard Liz.
in my head, over the time from the time I met you and then watched you become successful, I felt I related with you and the things that you were saying. Like in my head, you were always such an ideal partner, ideal woman, ideal wife.
So I decided to do a little bit of research on this guy because I had no idea who this was, not gonna lie, before this whole situation. And once I searched his name, he popped up. And let me tell you, he's like a failed YouTuber who stopped posting like 2 years ago. And apparently he gave Liz a 100K engagement ring worth 100K. And apparently she sold it right after she found out he cheated. Yes, girl, but how did he even afford that? Like, Liz, she looked like a classy girl to me that needs some coin to be with her. Apparently, he was spoiling her or something, cause girl.
also my biggest thing was when I got out of my previous relationship, I was like, oh, so it's done now for me because I'm not going on dates with anyone. So I really think that God like sent you right in front of me. That was the perfect thing because if it wasn't you, it would have been no one.
Wow, this video is just getting sadder as it goes.
Like going on dates with strangers.
Yeah. We were both talking about that when we first were dating, how we were like, yeah, we're never going on first dates again. Like, this is it.
Yeah, I just don't like imagine like constantly sitting with someone, listening and stuff, and then constantly dating you, his heart, if you would need it for living.
Don't lie now, boy. Just from his face, I know he's about to lie.
If we had a child on the way, then yes.
stop the cap.
That is such a ridiculous thing to lie about because who would realistically die for someone else? Like, no one's doing that. And look at how she's gonna be looking right after. She looks at him like, oh, she totally believes him. Like, she's truly in love and she actually believes him when he said that, which is crazy.
For sure.
You would not give me your heart.
For sure.
I would not want you to die.
Would you give me your heart?
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
A relationship with somebody who's ever done something that makes you insecure, like that's something to pay attention to. And it's not a good partnership if the person is going to choose someone else over you. Like that defeats the whole point. But forgiveness is a big thing. So if you have ever had a trust issue come up, you got to learn how to forgive and work through that. Otherwise, that'll just turn into crippling insecurity that you suffer with.
Depends what the trust issue was. If the person is like texting other people.
And that's always how it starts. But he's about to make a bunch of BS excuses about this. And if your man is making excuses like, oh, I can text a bunch of girls, it's just my friends. Nope. Big red flag. And this is not even an insecurity, so I don't know why they're mentioning it. It's not an insecurity if you're like, why are you texting all these girls? That's not an insecurity. That's just facts. And you have a right to feel a certain type of way if your man is texting way too many girls. Like, what?
Yeah, well, there's different like degrees of severity for sure. But yeah, I think a lot of issues can be boiled down to
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
is this something I need to work on to fix that will help my relationship, or is this something we need to work on?
Yeah.
And I think, you know, trauma, like from a past relationship, is actually something you're supposed to fix yourself before you enter a new relationship. And if you haven't done all of that work, it's not like you just got to stop working on it whenever you get in the new
I think
relationship.
sometimes you also learn during the relationship, you know?
Well, yeah, you learn
You
together.
grow with the person
Yeah.
and you learn to fix these things. Like, for example, a lot of people that have been cheated on, they will learn to trust again when they're in a new relationship
In a
that is
healthy
healthy.
relationship.
I really hope she heals and learns to trust again because I can only imagine how heartbroken she is. Because imagine you trust someone this much to put them out on your public platform with millions of followers. That's crazy. And then they disappoint you like this in 3 days is insane.
Saying this, but I think people don't hear me. You're a woman, don't just date someone like a man or marry someone that has money and then fully rely on his money and have no financials of your own. If you have, for example, a wealthy partner or whatever, make sure you either start a business, invest in something, you have money in your account, because at the end of the day, a lot can go wrong in a relationship. That is just the reality of things. People fall out of love, people fall in love with other people, like all these things can happen. So make sure that you always have yourself, no matter what. Like I always say, your partner should add to your life, but it shouldn't be your whole life.
And in my opinion, she shouldn't have gotten pregnant before she's married because apparently she's engaged. She's not even married. So she called off her engagements. But I guess it's good that she didn't get married because look who that guy is.
Someone said, what would you do if your husband left you or whatever? I'm like, I mean, I would just continue with my life, you know? I still have my own life. I have my own finances.
Now that's all good and well, but you're also pregnant. So you're going to be tied to this man for the rest of your life. So girlies, if you're really not sure about someone, do not get pregnant. And also, if you're not ready to be a single mom, also don't get pregnant because any relationship can end. Even if you're like, oh, we're totally in love right now. Nah. Do not think it's gonna last forever because things just don't last forever.
Don't stop your own inner development
Yeah.
and your own spiritual development just because you get in a relationship that you're presently
Yeah.
happy with. But I would say it's not a great message. It's honestly a toxic message. This thing I've seen people saying of like, oh, you can never trust a man. Like, never trust your husband. Like, he may just cheat on you. You never know. It's like, at the end of the day, the man and the woman have to be trusting each other and taking that is what builds a good relationship.
He's saying this only because he knows that she would never cheat on him.
That is a
of course.
foundation of trust. And so if both sides are like too edgy and thinking like, oh, I can't trust each other, like one another,
No.
then that won't work. Best for yourself, but not selfishly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, she's out of his league. And maybe she only fell for him because he was this YouTuber guy, but he's like this Roblox Minecraft kid YouTuber. Like, Liz, I don't know what you saw in him, probably that coin. But I don't know how much coin he even had because it seems like Liz has many more views than he does. She's more famous, she's more popular, she's more beautiful. So what did she even see in him? Now she's stuck with the kid and she probably has more money than him. Now she has to pay him child support, but she probably wants to keep the kid. But yeah, the situation is real messy.
We didn't have a wedding yet.
Thank God.
I know everyone is asking about that and they want the wedding pictures.
We'll do one for like everybody so they can see like your dress and all that. How pretty you're gonna look. Maybe.
I never wanted a wedding in my life. I never like wanted any of these things, so I don't know. I'm not really fond of that.
Give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world. I swear to God. Because they got a hot girl, they can be horrible. Like, you're still ugly.
Anyways, comment your thoughts and opinions down below, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell not to miss any more crazy news or updates. And by the way, y'all, follow my IG. I'm getting real active on there, and I'm gonna post some crazy tea on there too, as well as posts of me and some crazy story times that are coming on my channel. Make sure to be subscribed, y'all. It's gonna be crazy. And remember to hit that bell, okay? See y'all.